We are in.
We're in. We're here. This is Blasters and Bastards, and we're here.
Gong,
Conk if you want to escape prison.
Right. Yeah, fucking gone.
Pretty good.
Yeah, how you guys been this week? How's everything going?
Yeah, doing good. Excited to get out of prison.
We did not expect
Most people generally are.
Dan to be stuck in prison. We thought it was going to be an easy way to escape, but things got complicated. Yes, that's true.
So changeling.
No, our first sponsorship
Oh.
is going to be with.
But they did the Super Bowl halftime show.
Let me tell you something. One time I was working out in the Mojave, and it was 108 degrees out, and the gaffer was really into Pepsi and wanted to get us all Pepsi and peanuts. I don't know why, but he thought that Pepsi goes really well with peanuts. And he brought out these ice cold Pepsis to me and the guys. And I told him I would rather die of dehydration
And you never
than
worked
drink
with
the
that guy
Pepsi.
again.
And I never worked with that guy again. That's actually
What a surprise.
Also, isn't it supposed to be Coke and peanuts, not Pepsi and peanuts?
I mean, it should be. Anything is better with Coke. A cola.
Yeah, precisely.
Coca-Cola, we do not, I don't do the cane, personally.
Unless
All
it's
right.
sugar cane.
Blasters and Bastards.
Sugar cane. Blasters and Bastards. Starting off strong.
Welcome to my brother and one other person. That's all that's watching.
Let me see if I can get some more people. Gotta hustle.
Hustle.
We have our peak of 2 people watching.
I see 6.
It's doing pretty good. Yeah, how
I'm
many
That's
of
one
those
like
of
are us?
the Commander root bot, right? Or no, that'll come back later.
It's literally all us.
Oh, it's
I think it
just,
is.
That's how it starts, boys. That's how it starts.
Yeah, there's freedom in obscurity.
Well, we've each session we've lost people, so I don't know what that says about our show. Well, I can start us off unless you want to wait for a few
So-
minutes while we catch up.
No, I figure we should probably just get going as to not lose our 2 viewers.
Get on with
Both
it.
brothers are not watching.
So, welcome to session 16 of Blasters and Bastards. It's prison break time, bastards. This week, I'd like to know your name, character name, species, class, and your character's previous relationship with prison. Let's go counterclockwise.
All right. I'm Austin. I am introducing for the second time Blair Drusilla, who is a Gand Aqua. Uncharacteristic to go into prison the way he did. But here we are.
I am Sergio, and I am
Alright.
playing the geriatric clone trooper Jeter. He is a Deadeye scout, and Jeter, clones surprisingly behaved very well during the Clone Wars. There was very little kind of insubordination, but Jeter is known. He spent a day in the brig because he caught one of his clone brothers looking at the ass of the woman that he loves. So he struck his clone brother and got a day in the brig for that.
Because that was the worst thing that would happen to her.
What a white knight. A clone would never do anything worse to Vanya.
Except murder her. So I guess it's me, right? I'm playing the Kemergan,
Yes.
who is a Kushiban Cyclone Berserker. And I guess I know I'm Gerald. if you can't tell from the nameplate. Gerald.
Gerald.
So the Kemmergen. Sorry. Cough.
Collect yourself.
And we're live.
All right. The Kemmergen, before becoming the Kemmergen, was actually kidnapped by Pike slave traders and sold to an Ardinian tailor on Nar Shaddaa, who and the Kemmergen was kind of sitting there in this cage for weeks at a time while his brethren were, died one by one and then skinned alive to make the incredible cape he now wears. So he really hates prison.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll do it.
Yeah, usually that
Went
tends to
from
do it.
Hogan's Heroes to fucking what's his name's Schindler's List. I ruined the joke.
Jeez.
Oh,
Christ.
Yeah, it's not a happy story.
My name is Bergen. I'm a lover and a fighter. In this game,
He's a multi-class.
What about your character?
I play F1, the Astrotech engineer at level 5. F1 has spent no time in jail, despite their less than clean past. Droids don't really ever go to jail. They get their memory wiped, or they get parted out, or melted down.
So basically what you're saying is, as far as you know, you've never gone to jail and you've never had your memory wiped, in your opinion.
As far as I know.
I mean, being a droid is like a living prison in its own way, so.
What do you mean
An
by
interesting
that?
take.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you be like a consciousness, like trapped in this like sensory deprived?
Yeah, but like
husk of
also
a
like
body?
droids also just tend to be slaves. Like there's just not a lot of choice there.
Right.
There's an interesting video.
Yeah.
What do you call essay about what constitutes consciousness in droids and how it seems that some of them have it, and I think it's the longer they're around, the more they kind of gather these experiences, which constitutes free will.
Mm-hmm.
If there is such a thing.
If there is such a thing, who knows?
That's
If there is, I won't be grabbing a Pepsi.
See, you thought you came to the stream just for
Mhm.
some blasters, maybe some bastards.
Mm-mm.
Instead, you're getting some existential philosophy.
Philosophy tube.
Philosophy too.
We
Some
are
deep
literally just
thoughts.
talking to ourselves.
that's
yeah. Anyway, I want to kick Darth Azulus.
It's not Darth Azulus.
that you know.
I believe it's the fourth brother. That we know.
Well, that is what he said, isn't it?
Okay, no,
So,
let's do
Berg-
it.
Because
Why
the
don't you
fourth
give us-
brother existed before Azulus became wherever Azulus is, or whatever Azulus happened. Remember the fourth brother when what was it, at session like 3 or 4? Like we were captured by those Imperials
That was
and
session
yeah,
two.
Rhinox.
the fourth.
Yep.
Right.
Admiral
By Admiral-
Rhinox talked about him.
Right, and he talked about him. I mean, I know all of our viewers, all one of them, 2 of them, know this by heart, but for the rest of them, we should
Right.
recap a little bit.
Yes. So just so you know, the fourth brother had been mentioned when they were brought on by Admiral Rhinox. I think we actually talked about this in the session 14, which was the first Twitch session. Or I guess rather we did it in a crawl. But Berg, why don't you give us a recap?
Sure. Hey, y'all, sit down and get ready for the story of Johnny Credits.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, Johnny and his gang were up one night and they tried to spy themselves a prize in sight. They rode up to a prison and began a ruckus, and before you knew it, there was a load of truckus. That was the intro. Welcome to the Johnny Credits fun hour. Last week, an old roughneck named Azulus came around while the bastards and, Johnny and his backup singers were in the prison. They tried to stage some kind of jailbreak in order to free some kind of hoo-nanny that he wasn't really sure who was what. What he didn't know was he made a great entrance on a speeder bike, and the boys in there loved it. There was a little bit of complications with his paperwork, and but not to be dissuaded, he charmed his way right through there and gave a great show that's still going on to this moment. And as you'll see, we'll join them now, and then we do a star wipe to playing the game.
I mean, it is Star Wars, so a nice star wipe dissolve would almost be fitting. So here we are.
A Star Wars would be so jarring in a Star Wars movie.
It really would not. You would think so, but like if you really pay attention to Star Wars, they do a lot of wipes and dissolves. Like they don't usually cut, so
yeah,
it would be shockingly normal.
But I mean, like coming from the middle, and it tracks with the motion usually, or like a speeder's flying
They
and then
do
it like
circular
wipes
ones, but a star wipe is like fucking a special level of trashy. They're not doing that in Star Wars.
I bet you any amount of money that if J.J. Abrams had done a star wipe, people would have said, "Wow, this is classic Star Wars. He did exactly what we wanted."
Well, I mean, isn't Taika Waititi doing a Star Wars film?
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll see a star wipe.
Maybe we'll see a Star Wars.
What's the subject of it?
Currently unknown.
Mm-hmm.
R2D2's origin story.
I'm hoping that it's a Gonk movie.
The Adventures of Neon Nub.
They'll make that movie eventually. We need to know what Neon Nub's whole deal is.
Origin is.
Yeah. We'll get to read a lot of subtitles.
Baptist Prime, the Jizz Story, directed by Taika Waititi.
All right, so for filling in the gaps where maybe didn't. Last time we left, you guys were kind of in the middle of a brawl. You'd taken out 2 KX units in like the jail cells. You had opened up the southern 8 cells, but the northern 8 cells remain locked. Two characters have gotten out. One is a like small creature about the height of a Jawa that looks like it's just covered in scabs and things like that. The other one you have not seen yet. You have not seen anyone that's in the other set of the 8 locked jail cells. And at the end of the session, the person claiming to be the 4th brother, who looks exactly like Azulis, got on the intercom and alerted the entire facility that there was a prison break.
What a jerk.
And it is his turn in the initiative. I guess his turn was really going on the loudspeaker and alerting the troops. So
did he have to do like a persuasion check? Do they believe him?
That's
Yeah, wait. I have most of them charmed right now,
you have 10 of them currently charmed,
which is like 90% of the.
That's out of like 30 of them.
You don't know how many others there are in the facility.
Gotcha.
You do know that. Yeah, there's only 10. You have all of them charmed. Easy. Walk right on out. It's gonna be fine. You don't know what's gonna happen, or if they believe him or not.
Cool.
So
could you send me the improved initiative link?
Absolutely. Is it not current?
Let me refresh it and see what happens.
I'll just send it to you.
Yeah, do it in the chat of.
Absolutely. For those of you watching at home, I don't think there is anyone. I think everyone left at this point. But
Yeah.
if there were people watching the
There's always
improved
VOD.
initiative. For those of you watching in the future, we just dropped the improved initiative in the chat. It will not work in the future, so oh well.
Well, that's why I have the combat screen.
This
so
is
they
a
can
live. Yeah.
We're already a little sloppy. No one's here. Let's get it.
You need to watch this live or you don't get the full experience. No, I'm not.
All right.
Okay, so in the hallway, in the hallway by the south set of jail cells, is sorry, what? Oh, okay. The Kemergan, you are next to some dead droids that you just destroyed, and you hear over the intercom that the fourth brother has alerted the troops.
I see. Can I see the fourth brother, or did I just hear him?
You cannot. You just hear him. He's further down the hallway.
I see. Am I
You
still
actually
raging?
have not seen the fourth brother yet.
Okay. Am I
Yes,
still
you are
raging?
still raging.
Okay. But I am seeing all these like people coming out of these 8 prison cells, correct?
You have only seen one creature that came out of the prison cell. The other one is still hanging back. You've seen like this short one that's covered in scabs. It's a very horrifying looking creature.
Well, I mean, I'm wondering if, just give me 1 second. Let me just check something on my character sheet. I think I'd like to go down the hallway.
Okay, towards
Since
the
I'm
fourth brother.
Yeah, since I'm raging or whatever, I guess I'm going a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, or I could just use my jetpack. Could I use my jetpack to just like go down the hallway quickly?
Yes, I would say that
To
you
catch
could
up with him?
you could turn on your jetpack and fly down towards the end of the hallway.
I would like to ignite my hot pink jetpack.
You click, button, I guess that's probably on your hand or something like that, and your hot pink jetpack ignites. You fly down towards the end of this hall, and you get to the point where you can see through the door, and you can now see the fourth brother. This is the first time you've ever seen this man, and he's looking straight ahead, but you can see it's like the same exact profile as when you first saw Azulis sell you out and sell your friends out to die.
Oh man, I wish I could like double rage. Well then, I mean, if I can do this, I would like to jump right next to him from using the jetpack to do some damage.
All right. Explain to me and anyone who's not super familiar with the Star Wars 5e rules what this ability does.
Fear knocks instinct. While raging, you can use your bonus action to leap up to 30 feet to an empty space you can see. When you land, you deal kinetic damage equal to your strength modifier to each creature within 5 feet of where you land. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your constitution modifier.
Okay. I'd say that you can use it, but it has to count as your action because you've already used your bonus action to turn on your jetpack.
Then yeah, I'd like that to be my action to like just land there.
Okay. What does he have to do? Does he have to make a Constitution saving throw or anything like that?
Nope. He just immediately gets damage to my based off of my strength modifier, which is 3.
He just automatically takes 3 damage?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you like fly up and you like, I'd say that you like hit an extra boost on your jetpack and then you like fly right into this guy and you hit him with your tech axe and then drop down to the ground next to him. And it does. he looks at you like he's never seen this kind of a creature before.
I guess the Kemergan looks up with like pure hatred, and hold on, where is my recap? What do I call Azulus? Basically, he like hisses at him and says, "Uumt Kadektor, I'm here to kill you."
Is there a moment of recognition between the two of them when they lock eyes? Like
They
share
lock
the same
eyes.
soul?
They lock eyes, and the Kemergan just looks up in pure, unbridled rage and tells him that he's here to kill him. And the fourth brother looks down and goes, "I don't even know who you are."
I forgot the Kemergan had a thing. He wanted to kill Azulus.
Yeah. So
that's where he's at.
yeah.
On the other side of this, Vlaire, you just saw the Kemergan fly out of nowhere, attack the fourth brother, who then seemed like to just be dumbfounded by why this creature was attacking him.
All right, I'm going to take advantage of this situation. I'm trying to remember who has the bag with all of my stuff. Who smuggled that in? Was that
All
Jeter
your
or
stuff.
F1?
I'm going to say it's Pebble.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I don't have it.
And Pebble would
Johnny
be...
Credits doesn't carry.
Yeah,
with
Pebble would
Jeter.
be with me. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so then now that the fourth brother's distracted, and Kemergan can definitely hold his own, Vlaire is going to disengage and back out and try to track down Jeter to grab his bag of stuff. Specifically, the eventual goal is I want to get my security kit and open up the rest of the jail cells so we have a real jailbreak.
I'd say that you're able to get around the corner. I'd say you're like 10 feet away from Jeter at this point. And you could, use your free action, yell to Pebble, and I think that Pebble would just toss you your equipment.
All right, so that's bonus action disengage.
No, I think you
30-foot
probably
movement.
would need to dash to get there. Yep.
Dash. Okay, that's what I wanted to check. Cool, sounds good. I'll have it in my
Awesome.
hand at the end of my turn.
I'd say you have it at this point. I think that as part of your movement, the way I kind of treat Pebble, I think it's fair that he is just always tossing people things. So,
And flying and cursing.
He's flapping, and he grabs this backpack that's on his back. He tosses it over his shoulders at you, like directly in your chest, Tom Brady style. And he just yells, "Nerf herder!" And you now have it.
Perfect.
Super
All right.
maneuver. Jita.
Well, first of all, Jeter last session was left like looking down the barrel of a cell with a bunch of different inmates, and he was like, "Which one of you is Cornelius?" And they're all like, "I'm Cornelius." So I think Jeter would take a moment and look at Vlaire, the brains of the operation, and be like, "How do I know which one's which? Or do I just let them all go?"
Blank stare with his big compound eyes and a shrug.
Fine! And I'm just going to run into the room that I've recently unlocked. I'm going to run over to whatever the main panel looks like, and I'm just going to try to unlock all of these cells.
Okay, you have to, I'd say probably jetpack down the hall so that you can get all the way. But if you see on the map, at the end of the hallway, there's that like triangular alcove.
Yeah.
That's where all of the cell locks are. As you run down, you do see in the cells the people that are in there. There seems to be like a human male that's like screaming that he is Cornelius. There's a green-skinned Devorian that is also screaming. They're all screaming it. There's a male Tortuga. He's got pink skin, white markings on his nose, like white and red montrals to his pecs. There is a female Doug who is like she's screaming at the top of her lungs that she's the one who's Cornelius. Dougs are, for those who aren't familiar, the same species as Sebulba from the Phantom Menace. And there is a Quarren who's yelling, "No, I'm the one. I'm Cornelius," and he stops in the middle of saying he's Cornelius as he recognizes you. And as you run past, you do recognize this guy as the captain of the submarine ship from when you guys were on Monk Hall.
Damn, he got caught.
What did he do?
I don't know.
Long-term followers would remember that this guy's name is Sib Curl Keen.
I'm running over to the panel, and my main concern is to just unlock all of them because it'll cause chaos, and I'll figure it out later who the hell Cornelius is.
Okay, this panel is like blue and white and red and yellow and orange buttons. They're like all square buttons. There's 2 levers. There's a spinning knob, and then there's like the input for an Astro Tech droid. What do you want to do? How are you going to try and figure this out? Do you want to try and roll tech and like, let the dice decide if you can figure it out, or do you just want to start pressing buttons?
I feel like Jeter would have experience on a ship. He'd have some basic knowledge. I'm sure they would have, taught me that back in Camino. So I would like to make a technology roll to kind of see if he already knows this.
I'll give you this. First, give me a lore roll.
Okay.
See if this technology is similar enough to the Clone Wars, and if it is, I will give you advantage on your tech roll.
I rolled a 22 total.
Holy shit. You look at this and you say, this is exactly the same as the brig that I stayed in when I was in the Clone Wars. I have a pretty good idea of what to do. I'm not even going to make you roll your tech. You just know this panel. And I'd say that as an action, I will let you free 3 inmates this turn.
Okay, I'll
I
free,
think you have the
I'll
time.
free the Fishman.
Okay, the Quarren.
The Quarren.
Sib Curl Keen is now free.
I'll free the man who was a human, because Cornelius, I get the impression, is most likely a human name. And I'll free another male. You said there was a green somebody?
There was a green-skinned Devorian.
Is that and if it's a male, I'll unlock that one.
Okay, yeah, he's like a devil-looking guy with green skin.
Ah.
They have horns, and one of his horns is broken.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you're gonna free him as well.
Yes.
Okay, those are the 3. 3 cells open up, and now there are a total of 5 inmates that you have broken out of this jail cell.
I think that's all I can do on my turn, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that they go immediately after you, and 2 of them, the human male and the Devorian, they just book it towards the exit. The Quarren, he comes up, he runs up, and he like runs up and hugs you. It's like, oh my god, I couldn't be happier to see you. How did you know I was in here?
Shut up! You stop running! I'm gonna like try to get the other guys to stay here.
Roll an intimidation check. Intimidation
I
or persuasion based on the fact that you did just free them.
Stay with me if you want to live.
Wouldn't Jeter also smell like shit or be covered in shit?
Oh, you are covered in shit. But I think they're willing to deal with that. I don't think Sib Curl Keen is even, he doesn't care that you're covered in shit at all.
I'm fucking freeing them out of prison. I don't care what I'm covered in, they're going to like me. But with a -1 to my intimidation, I roll a 15 total.
Nice. I'm going to roll their opposing. And they both look back at you, note that you were completely covered in shit, and they just keep making it towards the exit.
All right. My allies will take care of them.
But that they certainly will. F1, or should I say Johnny Credits, you're currently up in the like holding cell, like the kind of like a cafe, like a break room with 10 of these stormtroopers. 5 are out of costume or out of uniform, and they're all like hanging out with you, and they hear this this information over the loudspeaker. There's a jailbreak, and now 5 of them are like, we got to go put on our uniforms, and the other 5 are like, we got to get going. We're sorry. We loved playing with you. It was awesome, but we probably should do our jobs.
All right, then. How about one more number? I'm gonna cast.
One more time.
I'm gonna cast Explosion or the fireball equivalent. Everyone All 10 of them have to make a dex save. It's a DC 15.
So much for that charisma. So much for that charm.
All charmed.
They
were
would
gonna
have
leave.
done whatever you told them.
Oh wait, is that how?
Okay.
Is that? I thought that they were just they get disadvantage on perception.
I mean, I
checks.
love what you're doing. So
Well, it depends if they're charmed or fascinated.
Do what F1
If they're
would do.
fascinated. Yeah.
F1 would absolutely blow them up.
Yeah, as I see they're starting to kind of like run out, and I say, "Oh, hold on there."
Okay. So what do they need to roll?
Dude, max level.
It's a
You gotta do
dex save. I can only cast it at. Oh wait, can I use it at 4th? No,
Yeah.
You
Wait,
said
wait,
a deck
hold on.
save?
dex. Yeah,
Dex.
dex saving throw. DC 15.
Okay, so far 3 succeed. Okay, 5 succeed and the 6 succeeds with a natural 20.
Jesus.
So 6 out of 10 succeed, but the others take half damage, right? The successes.
Yeah, let me just roll that right now.
Dude.
It's gonna take 8d6s. Let me roll that.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway done rolling. Another 6. Look at that. That's
Look at
great.
that, our first fireball of the campaign.
Nice.
Oh, cocked. So 3.
I don't know how F1 gets out of this, but
Another 6. Well, hopefully I'll kill them all. Let's see. 12.
You really got to trust for that.
8, 20, 28.
I mean, are the ones that are they still charmed even though they got hit by a fireball?
No. 30,
Oh.
37 if they failed.
Which would be
Abusive
18 if they
relationship.
succeed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What happens is every single one of these guys just this blast, this inferno. How does this look, by the way? What does
I'm holding up my skin flute, and it originates out of the hole and just kind of engulfs everything in front of it.
So are you kind of insinuating that the end of the skin flute is like a flamethrower, or is it more like that it pops out a bomb?
I'm piping gas through my flute, and it's like getting stored, and it's like shooting out there towards them.
So basically, you push gas out through the flute, and then it just a spark goes off and it explodes.
It explodes.
Every single one of these guys just hits the wall and drops. You kill all 10 of them
shit.
instantly.
that is
Instantly.
fucking
Oh, fuck.
amazing.
You see one of the guys that hit the wall slides down, and you can see that one side of his armor is completely black and charred, and the other side is brand new, crisp and clean.
Yin and yang.
I lower my sunglasses a little bit and I say, talk about a ring of fire. All right, and then I walk out of the conference room.
Which way do you walk out? Do you walk out to the right, towards the jail cells, or are you walking towards the ship?
I'll walk towards the jail cells.
Okay, you open a door, and standing right in front of you is a Navy officer. He's one of the guys that has the brimmed hat and everything, and he turns around and is he's holding up a little pistol at you as he heard the explosion.
Oh my God, you're never gonna believe this. There was one of the toasters exploded. You gotta help get an ambulance or something. Space ambulance.
He looks over your shoulder, and I don't think that he's gonna buy that.
Are you sure I can persuade him?
I'm
Okay.
going to give you persuasion with disadvantage because he just heard an explosion. He can see that every trooper in the room is dead besides you.
I gave a good reason though.
Yeah, I think he might fall for it if he rolls well.
That is a 24 with disadvantage.
Right.
Weirdest thing.
He's just a droid.
He holds the gun up a little bit and then puts it back in his holster, and he's doing the calculations. He sees that you're a medical droid. He's I don't have to
With,
call an ambulance. You're the medical droid. You should go help them.
I will. I should point out that I do have like a leather jacket on with the collar up, and I am wearing sunglasses. No. I'm Johnny Credits.
Big
I don't
difference.
help nobody but myself.
This wouldn't have anything to do with the prison escape. Or maybe it has something to do, and he like runs past you into the room.
I take an opportunity attack against him.
Okay.
And I can only use I can't use magic for that, right?
No, it has to be a reaction with like a melee weapon, unless you have a feat that lets you use a ranged weapon.
Can I slip a grenade into his pocket?
Yeah.
I wonder where you got that idea.
He's not a ghost, so I think it'll work.
I will let you do it, but you need to do a sleight of hand that beats his armor class.
Okay. Just see sleight of hand. Okay. And okay. And what is actually before I decide that, what is a C10 stun grenade do? Because this will affect.
Let's find out.
It's in the player's handbook. I'm sure there's a save of some kind, or he'd be stunned.
You can set it to explode on initiative count 20. And anyone within feet must make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. They will be stunned till the end of their next turn.
You know what? I'll just shoot him in the back of the head.
All right.
That is a what do I have? That's a 15 to hit.
Sorry, I brought up the wrong.
He's not wearing armor, is he?
No, I picked up the wrong thing. A 15 is not enough.
What?
Yeah, he unfortunately is better than that.
Okay. Well, in that case, I run. I'm gonna use my full movement to run down towards the prison cells.
What I just told you doesn't seem realistic. So give me a second. I think I brought up the wrong.
Great. I mean, a 15 is it's like the 15th best number out of.
Yeah, you're not helping the case to me.
Yeah.
We'll say that. Yeah, no, okay, I found the right one. 15 does hit.
Great. Sorry, let's see. Oh, it's only 4 damage.
Okay, 4 damage. You shoot him in the back of the head, and he's like, it hits him. He turns around, and he sees you holding the gun up, and he's like, I knew you were lying. I knew it. Roll perception check.
There's no toasters in Star Wars.
Roll
You
perception
fool.
check.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Perception. Where's perception?
Under wisdom.
Oh, an 11.
He totally didn't know it. He's lying.
Well, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Now.
Epic turn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that turn for a week.
Running past you towards the prison cell is 6 troopers. They are all going into the jail area. See when they're gonna go. And they run past towards the 4th brother and are now standing at attention. Kemmergan, you see them all run in. It is now the 4th brother's turn. and he is going to look at the Kemergan, and he lights his lightsaber, and it just like starts spinning in a circle around his hand, like, and he's gonna try and hit you with this.
Damn.
What color is it?
It is red. It's a double-ended red lightsaber that spins wildly.
You guys ever wonder why like dark side users only do red lightsabers?
Fun
Like,
fact.
is that a thing?
Yes, there's a reason. So for the most part, dark side users after the fall of the Republic and kind of after the time of the Old Republic, when the Sith start only dealing in twos, they find it difficult to go to planets that, you know, house kyber crystals where, you know, Jedi temples and things are. So they generally would take the lightsaber of a fallen Jedi. So they'd steal the lightsaber, they'd take out the crystal, and they'd pour dark side energy into it. And that's what turns the crystal red. Red is not naturally occurring. That's why Kylo Ren's lightsaber is like crackling, because he poured too much energy in it and it cracked because he's not an experienced Force user. And the opposite is actually why Ahsoka's lightsabers are white. She pours light side energy into her crystal.
Cool.
I remember seeing that with Kylo Ren's too. His little like side things that come out are just like excess energy, and if it didn't have those vents, it wouldn't work right or something.
Exactly.
That
It's
was
also
nice.
supposedly based off of an classic design or something like that.
I mean, it's like a hilt on a sword, right?
Yeah, it's yeah. So, anyways, he rolls a dirty 20 to hit. Is that going to hit you?
Let me check. Yes.
Okay.
Which, by the way, I just realized that I've had an ability since level 3 that I didn't even know of.
Tracks.
Is that normal in D&D?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yep.
When did I get this magic item?
Yeah.
So he's going to deal you 13 energy damage. That is halved to 6 because you're raging. And like the lightsaber stops spinning, and he's just holding it up. As he looks at you, he sees that these other mongrel, and he's going to walk out of the room. You can take a opportunity. Absolutely.
Okay. I would like to try to hit him with my Fiber Mace.
Okay.
Okay. Let me find the right. Ooh, a natural 20.
Ooh.
Plus,
Hot damn.
plus my attack.
Hot
So
Yippee
26.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Cool. All right. Let me find my ass-to-ass pyramid. Give me a second.
Excellent.
Excellent. Okay. 11.
All right. That's with double the damage, right?
Is that double the damage? Is that
You-
correct?
With a natural 20, you always roll double the dice.
Oh, I have to roll
Yep.
again.
Yep.
I see. So that's just the first one. Okay. Whoops. Still learning. Oh. 16. So 16 plus 11 is 27.
Wow. Okay. 16. How'd you roll 16 with a D8?
Because plus my other bonuses for like.
Oh, those don't get doubled. Just the
No.
dice get doubled.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I rolled a D8 plus, so I guess a 19.
Okay. 19 is still a hell of a lot of damage. You like go up and you hit him in the back of the shin, and he crumples a little bit from that. He looks back and he just keeps his stride and he walks out of the room. Very casually walks out. And the door closes behind these troopers as he exits.
I see.
Kemergan, it is now your turn. There are 6 stormtroopers between you and the man you want to kill.
I see. Okay. Well, and I'm still raging, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, I guess I would like to. Let me just check something. Like I said, I'm finding that I have certain abilities. It's really interesting, at least to me. Well, I would like to attack, I guess, the nearest stormtrooper and just start taking them on.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Roll your attack.
So, what's interesting is, just so you guys know which ability I found, I have this thing from Cyclone Berserker called like a double swing. So if I miss with an attack while raging, I can immediately make a melee attack with the other weapon in my other hand.
Nice.
Which is interesting. Totally forgot to look at like my Cyclone thing. Okay. For like, I don't know, 13 sessions. Oh, does an 11 hit?
11 surprisingly does not hit.
Okay. Then I guess this is I guess I'd like to attack with the other hand then for my double swing.
Okay.
So does a dirty 20 hit?
Absolutely.
Okay. So that is 9.
Okay,
With
9
my electrifying
damage.
tech X. And then I'd like to.
Okay, go
Sorry,
on.
go ahead.
No. You go and you just slam into this guy, and he as it hits him in the gut. He does look bloodied, but he is not dead.
Okay, so that was my double swing for like missing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's that Cyclone ability. So I guess I can use my like bonus action to use
Your offhand.
my offhand again.
That's
okay.
correct.
Does that new ability, can you use that as many times as you want while you're raging?
On each of your turns, while you miss on each of your turns when you miss an attack while raging.
Gotcha.
Once a turn.
Basically.
That's
Nice.
Yeah, and I mean this has been since level 3, and I just didn't.
So if you miss, you can
Crazy.
attack again. Does it say as a bonus
And
action,
then-
or just like is it a reroll basically?
It's just basically a reroll but with the weapon from my other hand. Then my bonus action
So you get
is
to do is you get to attack with your main hand. If you miss, you can then use your offhand. Then you have your extra attack for your main hand, and then you also have your bonus action from your offhand.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Cyclone approach.
And and you could probably use that ability with any attack, right? It just says one attack. So it could be if you hit with your main attack, you can use that with your offhand or your bonus action, correct?
Yeah, I guess
Yep.
so. I mean, I'll copy it into the chat for everyone to see. Okay, so I guess I'll do my offhand attack, and then I'll do my extra attack with my main hand. So let's do the offhand attack. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 just misses. Unfortunately, it misses.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, now I'm gonna do my extra attack.
Okay.
Does a dirty 21?
A dirty 21 does hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is with the vibro mace. Oof. Okay. 16.
16 points of damage.
Yeah.
This is
I
on the
rolled an
same
8.
guy.
I guess so.
Okay. What happens is you just run up to this guy spinning in a circle with both arms like out, and you hit one, then you miss, then you hit, and you just hear like the classic "ah!" as he like flies back.
The Wilhelm
comedically-
scream?
Yeah, the Wilhelm scream as he comedically flies back and falls dead on the ground.
Incredible.
Damn.
Super turn.
I should have known about this missing thing. Like I'm kicking myself.
Hmm.
Like,
You could have been a lot better.
yeah.
Okay, before this session, I just found out I didn't increase my skill bonuses for the new proficiency bonus
fool.
increase. So,
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
It is now Valaire's turn. Valaire, you are now holding all of your equipment that Pebble has tossed to you in a fit of rage. And
Cool.
you see that half the cells have now opened up. Before we get into that, Sergio, it looks like the improved initiative is not updating.
Let me refresh and see what happens. Because I noticed that too, and I wasn't sure if it was just not moving or what. Let's see.
And
Yep.
last session
there's plenty now. I'm not shielded anymore, by the way. I haven't been shielded.
Oh, okay. I will take that off.
and I am full health.
You're at full health. Where are you?
I
Oh,
think
I'm sorry for taking away 1 point of damage.
It's okay. It's been like that since last time, and it was. Oh,
All right, Valaire, what are you going to do?
oh Jesus Christ!
Superstar.
Valaire's gonna pull out the comm link from his bag of stuff, and he's gonna send a message to Brax.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna say, "Brax, get into orbit as soon as you can."
She's like, do you not need an extraction?
Not yet. You've got someone coming for you. Get into orbit now.
Copy that, and with a she takes off as fast as she can.
Yeah, because that's precisely where Darth
That's
Vader
true. I
is going
forgot
to get
about that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All
All right. So what kind of an action was that?
I would give that a bonus action.
Bonus action.
And also, I'm going to give you inspiration for that. That was a really good idea. And
Cool.
in
All
good
right.
memory.
I killed like 8 people. I killed 10 people in one.
You killed
Whatever.
10
It's-
people
With your skin flew to death.
in what was a look. Don't
No, it's fine. Punish the star student.
Look, clearly the DM wants a certain kind of gameplay, and he's rewarding it. You know.
Punish
sorry,
the
I
star
didn't-
student.
What you
I
just
shouldn't-
did was you did the everything's fine here. How are you? Before they even asked if there was anything wrong.
You gotta stay one step ahead. I've seen the movies. I've seen the ancient texts.
Mhm. All right. So for Valaire's action, I want to move and use my security kit to open up the rest of these
Okay.
doors.
I say you
So
can
I'm
get there.
thinking because these are force field doors, right? So I might be able to go and just like cut the power line somewhere. Is my line of thinking.
All right. I will give you do a security kit roll, which I guess is your tech. And I'd say you have advantage because Jeter's standing right there next to you, and he's like probably like, no, you just push that button, this button.
All right. So I get to add 9 to this, and I've got a natural. Oh, I got 2 18s.
Wow.
So that's
27?
27.
It like not even a question. You're like you've broken into so many systems. You cut a single wire, and the other 5 cells open up, and 2 more people run out.
Nice.
Also next to you is your old buddy Sid Kroll Keen, the Quarren.
Buddy's pushing it, but yes.
What else he's doing here?
I was aren't you here to save me?
Oh, no, I was gonna
Yeah.
find out later once we're safe.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's a very fascinating story. I'd be happy to tell you all about it.
Later.
Sure. And
I'm excited
Alright.
for that story. I hope he lives.
I take it that's the end of your turn.
Mhm.
Okay. On the captain's turn, who is now like staring face down the barrel of F1's gun, he's gonna pull out his holdout and he's gonna take 2 shots at you.
Would it be a disadvantage because he's so close?
I'm gonna say no because I didn't have you roll disadvantage on yours.
Gotcha.
So normally yes, but your wrong makes his wrong. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Does a
like
16
poetry.
hit?
It rhymes.
Yeah.
Okay, does a 11 hit?
No.
Okay, so he does miss with one of his weapons. And he's only going to do a little damage to you. He deals 5 damage as he shoots you in the, the chest plate. You hear, bing! He slightly singes your boa.
Actually, I'm not wearing it right now. It's just the leather jacket and the
Oh.
shades.
He damages your leather jacket, but man, if that doesn't make the leather jacket look even cooler.
Mm-hmm.
I got this in a knife fight at J. Crew.
Jake.
Let's. Do I have any reactionary spells? You know what? Oh no. I won't do anything to him.
Okay. Jeter, it's now your turn.
Well, I'm half looking at Vlaire like, why are we even bothering with this? I'm just going to try to herd as many of the prisoners... Fuck. We've got... I'm going to turn to Vlaire and be like, we've got to figure out which one of this is actually Cornelius.
The human.
Well, that narrows it down, and I'll grab the human and start dragging him towards the hole I blew in the wall. And try to...
Okay, so I'd say that with your full movement, you could get to the human. And are you just grabbing this guy?
I'll grab him with the intention of saying something like, if you want to bloody live, then come with us. We're here to get you. We've been hired to pick you up. You and your friend, Panda Baba.
Panda Baba. Yes, my friend Panda Baba. And he just looks over. He goes, "That's Panda Baba," and he points at the Quarren.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Well, I know that he's then not Cornelius, so I will let him go, and I will spend an action, or excuse me, I'll just hold my action to aim my blaster at the door if any troopers come through. Anyone hostile. And I'll just scream to Vlaire, I'm out of bloody ideas! None of these people are Cornelius!
Ah, cock.
It's the first time I've heard Vlaire curse.
And Zipcroll's like, I remember Cornelius. Ugly guy.
And where the hell is he then?
He just shrugs his shoulders like, he's gone. They moved him. And it seems like that's going to be the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. F1, you hear a whirring up to your left. You're currently standing at a little security console, and you look over and you see as a hatch closes on the top of an ATST, and it seems like someone is starting it up, and it turns to face you.
Is it my turn?
No, it is the ATST's turn. And it is going to take 2 attacks with its repeating blaster cannon.
How would it know that I'm hostile?
I think it has a good idea. That one fell on the ground, so I'm not going to count it.
Right?
Does a 13 hit?
No.
But I'm assuming a 22 does.
Just barely.
Okay, just barely a 22. Hey, don't make that joke because with our buddy Jeter, I think that would just barely hit.
Well, I have a 14 AC, so
Good to know. He's gonna deal you 10 points of damage as this the 2 blasters go and one hits right to your right and the other one hits you square in the chest.
Okay, let me ask you this, Spencer. How does the leather jacket look now?
The center of it is singed, so the space zipper is all fucked up. The jacket looks fine, but you fear you may never be able to zip it up again. It is now the group of stormtroopers' turns. 3 of them are going to just try and hit you with the back of their stock Kemergan, and the other 2 are going to take shots at you. Give me a second to grab my
Alright.
fallen d20. Okay, one of them with the stock of the gun rolls a natural 20, and then the highest shot was a 17. Does that hit?
Let me check. It does, I guess. If it's the that's my armor class.
Yes,
right.
it does.
So if it's the exact same as my armor class.
Do you get a bonus to your AC from raging?
No.
Let me
not that I'm
check.
aware of.
No.
I don't think I do though.
Okay.
I mean, I have an armored defense, but I'm kind of past that.
Okay. So they're going to deal you.
Give it to me.
$13 points of damage, which is halved to 6 points of damage. As one guy just hits you as hard as he can with the butt of his gun, and another guy from across the room shoots you, but the other three just completely miss because they're stormtroopers and that's what they do.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, that hurts.
It does hurt. You are right. F1, it is now your turn. I should make it clear what you're seeing around you. You're standing at this security console. Directly towards the blast door, towards where the ship is landed, is this ATST. To your left, towards the room that you just came out of, this break room, is the captain. And now, directly behind you, you hear the lightsaber ignite as the fourth brother walks into the room, and you see for the first time what looks to be Azulus holding a double-bladed lightsaber in metal armor.
Oh, metal armor, you say? Interesting. I see Azulus. Do I see? I can't see anyone else in the party.
No, the door behind him is closed.
Okay, I will run towards Azulus. I'm going to run towards Azulus, and I'm going to cast...
Give me 1 second, because it looks like metal armor. I just want to make sure that you're not going to waste your turn.
Okay. How long would it take? Is this armor that looks like it would take a long time to take off?
I mean, any armor takes more than a turn to take off.
Mm-hmm. Well, for the full set to be taken off. This is a minimum weight, so I would say it is not actually metal. It's some sort of a composite combat suit.
Is there any part of him that is metal?
His lightsaber.
But he can use the Force, and I would know this as a marvelous Meccano man. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna run towards him. And does there look like there's any? Is he just coming straight towards me? Like he's not. There's no other hallways he can take.
No, there is not.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Ionic Bond on him.
Okay, that's where the electricity comes out of your flute.
Yeah, a beam of ion energy lances out towards a creature within range, forming a sustained line between you and the target, making a ranged attack against the creature. Yeah. So I'm gonna make an attack. That is a no, natural 20.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
So he's gonna take 7 ion damage at the start.
Okay, that is
And now-
pretty dope.
Now, as a bonus action each turn, I can deal him 1d8 more damage.
On your turn, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And I feel like do I hear them yelling at all? Do I hear them do I hear Cameron yelling? Am I within that range?
I'd say that you would have heard it as he walked through the door, but otherwise it is like closed and tight.
So they couldn't hear me if I said something.
I would say that Jeter could hear you because he has his communicator.
Well, I'm trying to. Potent aptitude only works if they can hear me.
Oh, then no, I don't think they would hear you.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, because I mean, like the Kemmergen has a comm link.
Yes. Also, you've only used your bonus action.
Yeah, no, I could totally hear him because I also have a comm link. So if he just said
No,
into his comm link,
but I don't know if magic can.
It's a tech power and it's within 60 feet, and I'd argue that you are over 60 feet away.
Okay, that's fine. And Ionic Bond is actually a spell. As a bonus action, I can use it to damage. But casting it takes an action.
Really?
Yeah. And then I'm going to run...
I'm looking at Ionic Bond, and it says casting period 1 bonus action.
Yes, but as... 1 bonus action. Oh, look at that. Hot dog. You are so right. In that case, I will cast...
That's for... That gift is for not giving you inspiration earlier.
Then I'm gonna cast explosion on. Can I do it the other way where I cast explosion and then I can use Ionic Bond?
I'll allow it. What are you casting it on?
Azulus and if I can see any, there's another stormtrooper there too, right?
I'd say that with what you can see, you can only cast it on Azulus, the ATST, or the captain.
Then I cast it on Azulus.
Okay. So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
DC 15.
He rolls an 18.
Okay, he's gonna take 6. Hold on 1 second.
The
Sorry, guys.
does that one have to make a roll?
It's on the other side of the room. So if you're looking at the map, like, do you see on the south side of the room, there's that, like, semicircular room? He's just north of that. The captain is, like, on the inside of the door where the conference room was, and the ATST is almost all the way up north by where that little, looks like a closet is.
I see.
That's going to be, let's see, that's 20. So 37 divided
Halved
by 2.
is 18.
18.
So he's going to take 18 points of damage, which is a lot. He is now bloodied.
Okay. And that was in addition to the Ionic Bond damage.
Yes. As this explosion hits him, and then immediately electricity comes out and hits him as well. Good turn. You did a ton of damage. Next up is going to be the fourth brother's turn. But I think this might be a good place for us to take a little break.
Okay. We'll come back in 5.
All right.
All right, and we are back in it. So the fourth brother is standing like right in front of you. That your electricity is just like powering into him, F1. And what he's going to do is he's going to take the energy and he's just going to electrocute you right back. So you need to make a strength saving throw. DC is 16.
And it is ion. It says I'm vulnerable to ion. That's just damage, right?
It is not ion. It is necrotic. And actually, first he has to try and hit you. So he rolls a 23, which I'm assuming hits. Now you need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. I'm guessing a 7 plus 0 is not gonna do
Okay.
it.
First off, he is going to deal you 18 points of damage.
If only I was resistant to necrotic.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. So he only deals you 9 points of damage, as you feel like it doesn't do like that much. But he does have you restrained. So I would say that ends your ionic bond. Right? Does that make sense to
that makes sense.
Okay. And you are now restrained as he takes the electricity and he's holding you up in the air. And as he holds you in place, he just walks past you and he's like holding his hand up as he walks by. And he's heading towards the exit. Kemergan, it is now your turn. You're in the room with all these stormtroopers that are around you attacking.
Okay. Well, I guess. Am I still raging, first of all? Or no?
You are.
Okay.
You will continue
like
raging for a total of 10 turns. And you continue raging so long as you deal damage or you have damage dealt to you.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm gonna take on the next nearest stormtrooper after killing the last one.
Okay.
So I will go to hit real fast. Oof. An 8.
Okay. An 8 is not going to hit the first one.
Okay. So I guess I do my double swing then with my other one. Does a 23 hit?
23 is going to hit.
Cool. That is for 10 damage.
Okay, he's looking in a bad way as you like swing, miss, but you like just spin around and hit him again in the back of the knee. He like cripples to one knee, but he's still holding himself up.
Okay, I'd like to do then my bonus action with the electrifying tech axe.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
Okay. That hits for. Just give me a second. I'm bad at math, guys. 11.
With 11 damage, you just like cripple this guy's other knee and he falls face first onto his helmet.
Is he defeated or?
He is defeated.
No. Okay, then I'd like to then for my extra attack hit the next person.
Okay.
Does a dirty 21 hit?
Absolutely.
Cool. So that is 15.
With a 15, you like spin through this first guy and you use your tech axe to hit him again, and you basically use this guy's full body force to kill another stormtrooper with him.
Yeah.
And you cripple the other one.
Sweet.
So now there are 3 remain as you're just taking out guy after guy.
Berserker. All right. That's fun.
Blair, you're in this hallway with the Quarren, and you've watched as the Quarren and Jeter have run to the end of the hallway, trying to get towards the exit.
All right. I don't think Blair's going to go for the exit. I think he's going to go for the ATST.
Okay. To be honest though, Blair would not have seen that the ATST is currently being used. However, you did see it when you came in and probably could assume it was being used.
Okay. I mean, even if it's being used, I still want to track it down and hijack it.
Okay, so I'd say with a dash, you could get out to where F1 is. You could get out to that main room.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll use my bonus action.
Blair, you gotta throw an order at Jeter because, like, last time he was told it was we're getting out of here. Now suddenly everybody's just sticking around and taking over this place.
No, get out. Blair's going to find another way out.
All right.
Okay, super. So you
with
run.
a dash and by F1.
Okay, with a dash, you're now standing, like, you come out to this main room, and you see that the ATST is focused straight up where you're standing. There's, like, another captain that's leaning out of a room holding a holdout pistol, and, like, directly in front of you, F1 is floating in the air, and you see Azulis walking away.
All right, so I want to stealth in this scenario. So, like, maybe while I'm coming out there to look for this, I'm going to use my bonus action then to stealth, and that's probably going to be my whole turn.
Okay. There's very little in this room, like on this side of the room, you could kind of hide behind. So just describe to me how you're planning on stealthily entering the room. Are you, like, opening the door and letting it just open enough that you can kind of hide behind it?
For this turn, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be trying to stick
stealth.
to any shadows going on. And I'm going to roll a 14. Damn.
Okay.
It's a natural 5.
14. Wow, that's a shitload of stealth, though.
Yeah.
Just gonna roll. All right. Super. All right. Next up is the captain. The captain doesn't seem to notice you when you open the door. He is still kind of focused on F1, and he is going to take. Actually, I lied. He has a trait, keen hearing and sight, so he has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or sight, and he does notice you.
Okay.
So he's like, "Who's that over there?" And he's just going to try and take 2 shots at you, but I would say you have 3/4 cover at this point.
Okay.
So what's
Yeah,
that,
based
plus
on my
5, right?
3/4? Probably.
I think it's around plus 5.
Yeah, plus 5 to AC and Dex saving throws.
Wow, I'm proud of remembering such a useless rule. He only rolls a 15, so he misses with both of his shots.
Okay.
So he knows there's someone back there, but he can't exactly see them. Jeter, in your room, you're like with Sibcurl. You've seen that these other like, what do you call them? Convicts have tried to run. They saw the stormtroopers and now run back towards the jail cells. So you're like surrounded by all these people. What are you doing?
Jeter is fuming. He's so goddamn mad. This mission was fucking pointless as far as he can tell. These dumbass Ponda Baba and Cornelius, whatever the hell his name is not here. And meanwhile, his allies are not doing anything according to the plan. No one is running to the exit, but he can't leave them behind. So he is going to just kind of yell out more than anything. If you want to bloody live, head towards that bloody hole in the wall and just follow it till you get out. And I'm going to follow my ally, Vlaire. And the first enemy I see, I'm going to shoot at. I believe Kemergen is in the next closest room fighting some stormtroopers.
Yeah, I'd say you could get down there and start popping off shots at stormtroopers.
Okay, I'm just going to take all my aggression out on these stormtroopers. 1 second, I don't know how this just happened. Okay, so I am going to use my close quarters ability to fire twice for an action.
Okay.
And I'm using that concussion rifle that I stole from Lud Al Ud. This first person has already gone, so I don't have advantage on them. But I'm going to... Okay, here we go. Fuck. That's a 10. So I'm going to roll again. Man. That's a 9. So both those miss. I am going to use my second action to do the same thing. I can probably only do it once a turn. So I'll attack again. Man, I am rolling shit. I just rolled like a 7 or something. So with all those shots missing, let's see if I have a bonus action to use a spell or a tech power.
Spencer, can I see him mouthing like a name that starts with Va something as he's shooting?
You can't. You're not in the same room as him.
I have, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Ionic Bond against the stormtrooper I've been trying to shoot this entire time. I'm so blindingly mad. I assume I have to make an attack. Is that what I have to do with Ionic Bond, F1?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make an attack. Another shitty roll, 9. So I do literally nothing my entire turn. My turn is over.
Jesus. You're like Jeter.
It's kind of fitting, though.
Yeah,
Jeter
it's
just yells at people to get out, and he like storms up and just like he's not even looking down. He's just slamming this gun at them, and like the shots are spreading everywhere. He's looking more like a stormtrooper than a clone trooper, which adds insult to injury. And you know, he just a slight thought just crosses his mind that maybe the information changed when they didn't do the plan for 2 weeks. It is now the ATST's turn. And it is going to take 2 attacks at the floating restrained F1.
Ridiculous.
And believe it or not, despite having advantage on both shots, it's only going to hit 1 time with a 24.
Mm-hmm.
He is still a stormtrooper.
Gotcha.
That's piloting it. So that's a total of 10 more damage. It is energy damage. So 10 points of energy damage. F1, you're feeling in a bad way. There's nothing you can do about this, though, as you're floating in the air. Jeter, the guy that you've been shooting at is going to return fire, and then the other 2 are going to attack the Kemergen as they've been doing. So, Jeter, yours rolls a 7 and misses.
Yeah.
The other 2, Kemergen, one rolls a 24, and the other one rolls a 7.
The 24 hits.
Excellent. He's going to deal you 4 points of energy damage as he rolls the absolute lowest he could. Which is halved, so that's 2 points of damage.
Okay.
F1, you are like floating up in the air. You're completely restrained. There's like more or less nothing you can do.
I can't try to break out.
No, you are restrained until the end of the 4th brother's next turn.
Gotcha. In that case, I'm going to give Potent Aptitude to Blair.
Wow, you just like all you can do is just sneak out the words for Blair to hear them, and he now has the potent aptitude.
That's a D8 or D6?
D8 now. I whisper.
All right.
Woo!
It's a pleasure to meet you. Are you one of my fans?
Next up is the fourth fourth brother. The fourth brother. He casually walks out of this room towards the security room.
There's a lightning. Am I still restrained by that?
You are at the end of the turn when he walks out of the room. Your restraint drops.
What an asshole.
And that is all that happens on his turn. Next is the Kemergan.
I'm gonna just keep murdering people, or trying to.
Okay, you.
How many more people do I need to murder?
There's 3 more stormtroopers in this room.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll hit at the one that I've been trying to hit at, or that I just hit but didn't kill. Does a 18 hit?
Yes, an 18 does hit.
Cool. All right. 15.
All right, 15 points of damage. You just swing one firm swing into him, and he drops dead.
Cool. Now I'll hit with my the next person with my electrifying tech axe. Hopefully.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit with your electrifying tech axe.
Okay. So here's the question then. For that ability that we were talking about with the cyclone approach, the double swing, do we, because my electrifying tech axe is in my offhand, are we just saying that the double swing only works for my main hand weapon?
Yes, that's correct.
Because okay, cool. Because it doesn't say, and I'd rather just us decide. Okay, well then I'll do my extra attack with my vibro mace. Or maybe not. Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Cool. 11.
Okay, with 11 points of damage, you have brought this guy down to the last breaths, but he is still barely clinging on.
Oh wow. Okay.
Tough trooper.
Yeah. I've seen Star Wars. I've seen they'll get shot in the kneecap and go down, or they'll get shot in the shoulder and die, but I guess in our universe they're stronger. A little tougher. Which is cool. The plot armor is thick in the Star Wars universe.
Yes, it is.
Truly is.
Okay, then next is Blair. Blair, you are in this room, or at the edge of this room. You can see the captain firing at you, and the ATST is just fired on a now on the ground F1.
So, overall, I want to sneak up behind the ATST, climb up it, and then start to open the cockpit. What rolls do you want me to do?
Okay, I need a stealth roll to try and get across this room.
All right, I'm going to use my expertise from F1 for that, whatever he calls it.
Potent aptitude.
Potent aptitude, that's what it is. That's, God, I rolled another natural 5, but I got an 8 on that, so that's a 22.
Okay, let me just briefly check if anyone notices you. Believe it or not, they're more concerned about F1, who is now mobile, and they do not seem to notice as you sneak your way over to this ATST. I now want you to give me an athletics check to see if you can get into this thing.
Okay. Now, I'm not great at athletics. I have a +0 to that, but I am going to use my point of inspiration.
Okay.
That did me no goddamn good. I rolled a 2 and a 3 for a total of 3.
Okay. You do have your potent aptitude.
No, he just used it.
I just used that on
He
the last
just
one.
used it. With a 3, I'd say you just like grab onto the chicken leg and it lifts up and you immediately fall to the ground. We're gonna see if they notice you fall. They don't seem to. They're more focused on the noise of the foot.
All right, I got my friction grip gear for next turn. I didn't want to use an action on that.
Okay.
So I got to put it on because of the bag and yeah, you know.
Super. All right, I'm gonna get rid of your inspiration. And what was your stealth roll again?
22, I think.
22.
Wow. All right, next is the captain. He's going to try and take a pop shot off at F1.
Cruel.
He has a multi-attack, and he rolls a 22 and a natural 20.
Believe it or not, both hits.
He's going to deal you 10 points of damage, which I think puts you down.
And sleepy time.
Jesus.
And
Oh,
F1 is
Why
down.
am I? I'm the
for
only one that
the
ever
count.
takes damage.
Because you do things like blow people up in front of them.
That went off without a hitch.
You
No
do
witnesses.
draw a lot of attention to
Yes.
yourself.
That is fair. That is fair.
Okay. Jeter, it is now your turn. There is a trooper in there that is unscathed and one that's hanging on to his last breath. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'll try to shoot the one that looks defeated. I think it's worth doing my close quarters thing again, so I'm going to roll with slightly less. Ooh, that's a natural 20 plus 5, so that'll hit. Finally, my luck has turned around thanks to my tortoise shell dice. I got to remember to use this one more often. 3d8. That's 1. I always have trouble spotting the d8s. 2. I have d8 blindness. Okay, here we go.
It's 2 pyramids, ass to ass.
So that's 13 energy damage, and they have to make a dex save or fall prone.
And that's the unscathed one, right?
That is the one that is bloodied.
Okay. 13, he goes down.
Okay,
No
awesome.
dex saves. He is dead.
Cool. I'm going to attack again on this first attack at the guy that looks healthy. That's a natural 1. I'm going to attack again. Let me just quadruple check because I think I can use this just both times. Choose to fire twice without proficiency bonus. Attacks 50 feet, but yeah, I think I can do it twice, so I'm gonna do it again. Here we go. That's a 9 plus 5. Is that gonna hit?
Just misses with a 14.
Damn. All right, one more time. That's a 16 plus 5.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, that's gonna be another or 3d8.
Fuck.
Nice. 23 energy damage. And
He fucking blows up.
all right.
He just blows
Great,
up.
great. I'll just say, come on, let's fucking follow Valaire. He's up to something, and I'll just spend all of my movement chasing after Valaire.
All right. I'd say that with your movement, you're able to get into this big room, and you now see what you see is the chicken walker. You see this captain guy that's leaning out of a door. You see F1 on the ground, dead, and you see that Valaire is behind the chicken walker, looking like he's about to climb up it.
Okay, because I see the captain, I will bonus action use Ionic Bond against him.
Okay.
Gotta love these bonus actions and double extra attacks. Yeah, I rolled like shit, so nope, that doesn't work.
All right. Unfortunately, you miss.
Unfortunately, I miss. Yep.
Spencer,
Yes.
I actually have 34 health, not 40.
There you go. Now you don't.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Could have had some free health there, but you didn't. It is the ATST's turn, and it is going to face its attention at the old man who just entered the room.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to make its 2 attacks. Does a 21 hit?
Yes, but no, because I will spend a reaction to do shield.
What is your new AC?
23.
So 24 does hit.
Yes.
Okay. He is going to hit you for only 6 points of energy damage.
Okay. I don't like that.
It's like you guys don't even get damaged that much when you do get damaged. It's crazy.
You said 6, right?
Yes, 6
Okay.
points of damage. F1, give me one of them death saves.
It's crazy.
That is a failure.
Oh,
That's
no.
a 9.
Oh no.
Gee.
So that's
Jeez.
one failure.
Let's put 1 fail. Put that actually in all caps. That's more fun.
I'm not ready for F1 to go. But
Well,
actually,
somebody better save
here's a
his ass.
question. Can we, like, resurrect a droid by just rebuilding him? Like C-3PO?
We do have the technology.
We'll see. We will see what happens.
Hmm.
Kemmergan, it is your turn. Everyone in this room is dead, and your ally Jeter has run into the next room.
Wait, so I've killed all the stormtroopers in front of me, or
Yes,
they,
they're
or
all
they've
dead.
been killed?
Yes.
I helped.
Okay. Yes. Well, I mean, is there anything I can do for F1? F1's not in this room, right?
You run into the next room, and you see F1 dead on the ground. Or unconscious.
Okay, can I do it?
In his usual
Can I do
position.
anything to, like, help F1 or reboot the Exalted One?
You could do a medicine check.
Or would it be, like, technology?
No,
Or would it
I'm
be-
not going to split hairs with, I want it to be medicine.
Okay. Could I do a medicine check then?
Yes.
Okay.
Technology makes up too many things. I think that medicine versus droid medicine, I just want to keep it as one simple thing. Does that
I mean,
seem
you're
fair
the
to
boss.
everyone?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
But
I don't really have a dog in the fight. I just want to. Okay, so I roll the d20 and then add my medicine to that.
Yes.
that's Spencer. Will you say the things that only heal humans can also heal droids now?
Look, no,
Medpacks?
I'm
No,
not.
it's fine. It's fine.
Not
it's fine.
not med packs, because there is a droid equivalent to a med pack, and like
Right.
healing spells I've never said didn't work against droids. So healing spells still work, but like you need a med pack or a droid med pack, whatever that's called.
All right.
Gotcha. Okay. As if it comes up, I'll ask you again.
Yeah. I rolled a 12.
A 12 is a stabilization. So he is
Hooray.
now stable, but unconscious. If you could roll a d4 for me, F1, and then private message me
Exit
the
you.
number.
So what can I do for a bonus action then? Or was my bonus action walking into the room?
No, walking into a room is never an action, unless you
I see.
dashed. You could use your offhand attack as a bonus action.
Is there somebody I can attack?
There is a captain that's leaning out of a door. You'd have to throw a weapon. Or there's an ATST that you could try and throw something at. No-
Could I throw my electrifying tech axe at the motherfucker standing out the doorway?
Absolutely.
The captain.
Okay. Because I can throw that. It's got the thrown property.
Cap him. Cap his ass. Cap the captain.
Does a
Make him go crunch.
22 hit?
A 22 does hit.
It's getting to be that hour.
Okay.
I'm getting kind of loopy.
Yeah.
5:50 p.m.
Yeah. That is I guess 10.
10 points of damage to the captain. All right, the captain Like you throw it, the axe hits him in the forehead, and he like has this shocked look on his face, and then like slumps down the door.
And he poops himself because he died.
And he poops himself because he died.
Yeah.
But no one notices because Jeter smells so horrifically like shit, and so do you.
There's like
Yeah.
globules of shit like dripping off my nose, like dangling.
As does Pebble.
Yeah.
Excellent turn. Valer, it's now your turn.
So Valer is going to use his action to apply his friction grip gear, which gives him a climbing speed.
Nice.
He's going to use this to climb up the back of the ATST and attempt to open the top.
Okay. Why don't you give me a tech, or I guess it's security.
Which I can do as a bonus action.
Yes, because you have your security kit, right?
Yes.
Give me a intelligence-based check with your proficiency added.
If it's security, I get expertise.
Okay, then let's make it a security.
All right. That's a 19.
Okay. I think 19 is enough that you open it up and you see like one of those Imperials that has the gray suit and like the black helmet on, and he's piloting this thing. I'm gonna see if he notices it. He rolls a natural 1 and doesn't notice that there's now light coming in from above him because he has that like black visor on.
Right.
All right.
He's got his All Rush mixtape going. He's in the zone.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So-
at the HUD.
The auto zone.
Yep.
Yeah, so if it takes me an action to put on the friction grip gear and the movement to get up there, I think that's the end of my turn.
It is. Next up is Jeter.
Okay.
My
My
just
shield.
been shot by the ATST.
Yeah. I like to think there was like the shield went up and then and then when the dust settles, he's still there. But the shield drops and he needs to find some cover. Is there a crate or some kind of cover that he can find himself?
The only thing that's in there is there's the security council in front of the door the captain was hiding behind. I'd
Yeah,
say you could reasonably get up there and slide behind it.
Yeah, I think getting to where the captain was is probably the most sensible thing. So I'll get there, and I will just make 2 attacks. I'm gonna make 2 called shot attacks where I want to ask Pebble to throw me my sniper rifle. And my goal is to shoot in between the eyes of the ATST. I'm trying to hit the pilot of the ATST.
Okay. I'd say that you can try. It's going to be a higher AC because I'd say that he basically has almost full cover. We'll call it 3/4.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
So if you beat the ATST's armor class by 5, I'll say you shoot the guy. If you just beat the thing, you hit the ATST.
Sure. Okay. Here we go. That's a 2 + 7, and then a 17.
A 17 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with a 17, you hit the ATST, but it's like just above, like it hits one of the eyebrows.
All right, cool.
On the
I'll
ATST.
still do some damage to it. That's 11 energy damage.
Okay, it does do a fair amount of damage.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to cock and reload the sniper rifle since it's only got 2 rounds in it.
Okay.
And then that's it. I'm just kind of ducking back behind the wall, trying not to get shot at. Well, at the same time, hopefully getting shot at so that it draws the attention.
I'd say that you have half cover there.
Not full cover?
And
Like I'm behind
No,
like a
'cause-
wall.
no, it's not. Oh, are you like ducking into that room?
Well, let's look at our map here and kind of decide where I'm at. So,
I
assume-
I
like-
assumed you were at that security console.
Okay, but
Which is,
wasn't
like,
the
chest
captain
high.
standing at one of those doors that are by the security console?
The door that's right below, he was like ducking in and out of it. If you wanted to do that, that's fine too.
That's where I was hoping to be, yeah.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. Okay, so you're hiding in this doorway.
Gotcha.
I'd say that at the moment you have full cover.
Copy that.
The ATST though is going to start to walk for you, and it walks impressively quickly. It has a speed of 50. So it walks south and it lines itself up with the doorway, and I'd say now you're only gonna have half cover.
Okay.
And it's gonna take 2 shots at you.
Half cover means I have a +2 to my AC.
I think it might be +3.
We'll say +3. I'm cool. with
Yes, half cover is +3 to your
Okay.
AC and dex saves.
that. All right. Well, you basically have to roll
Um,
above a 20.
One of them rolls a 21, the other one's a 14.
Okay, so the 21 hits.
Oh, okay. Good. I was worried you were gonna say yes, but actually no.
I'm out. I'm completely out of spells or tech power.
Hell yeah. Thank you for giving me that ammunition. Try some fucked up shit against you. That is 10 points of damage.
Oof. Yeah, that I get a lot of like rubble and blaster fire on me. I'm not looking very good.
No, especially because
Oh,
like
guys.
the bottom shoots by your feet, the other one that misses.
So, Sarah, you look
bad.
awful.
F1 is stabilized, and
had my
then
healer.
it is the Kemergen. Kemergen, you see that this thing is like firing. It's moved closer to you, and it's firing at Jeter. You also see that Valair is up top.
He's up top, like on top of it.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do with the jetpack. God, sorry, I must have like tuned out while you were doing that. I guess could I try to like use my jetpack to attack kind of the joint of the of one of the legs? You know, kind of where the little chicken walker's you know, inverse knee is.
Mhm.
Could I do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So does that count as like the bonus action is the jetpack jumping up there, and then like the attack is the attack?
I'd say that your bonus action doesn't have to be the jetpack because I'd say it was still activated from earlier.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I think you can just use
So
your
I can
action
just
to
attack at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that it's a higher AC to hit exactly the right point.
Okay.
But you can still hit and do some damage.
All right. Well, let's see what we got. Does a dirty 22 hit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. 13.
Okay, 13. It does take quite a bit of damage. It's still looking pretty good though.
Okay, I'd like to hit it. Oh wait, I don't have an extra weapon. Well, here's the thing. I have all these weapons on my character sheet, but like, which ones do I actually carry? I already threw my electrifying tech axe, right?
Yes, your electrifying
So-
tech axe is still in the captain's head.
Right.
Which is like at
But my
Jeter's
other
feet. Your other
But
one.
I'm wondering
I'd say
about
you
my
have
other
on you.
weapons.
Yeah, I'd say you
I have
still
my other
have your
weapons on
old.
me?
Yeah, I'd say you still have your old
Okay.
tech axe on you.
Well, then I'll have my other tech axe for the offhand hit. So, or let's see. Does a 18 hit?
And 18 does hit.
Okay. So let's see. So that does 8
Okay.
damage.
It is looking like it's still pretty good, but it's not quite bloodied.
Okay, and then I'd like to use my extra attack for the vibro mace.
Okay.
That fell off the thing. Does a dirty 23 hit? Yes.
I'd say that 23 is going to hit the spot you were aiming for, that like knee spot, and if you do enough damage, it'll cripple the knee.
Well, that's fun. Let's find out, children.
Cripple the knee.
Okay, let me do the math real fast. 13.
13 is not enough to cripple the knee, but you do a substantial amount of damage. It is now bloodied.
Okay.
Where is Azulus is gone, right?
Azulus is long gone. You guys don't even know where he is at this point.
We haven't seen him since Moncala. That's right.
The fourth brother.
I'm wearing my tinfoil hat.
The fourth brother is not in the room. Valer, it is now your turn. You're standing on top of this thing that's being attacked by the Kemergan.
All right. I'm gonna take a free action to shout at the Kemergan, "Don't bloody destroy the thing!" And I'm gonna drop down and attempt to stab this Imperial officer in the back with my hidden blade.
I'm going to give you advantage because I'd argue that since he didn't notice, you are going to get sneak attack.
Yeah.
All right. Plus 6. That's a total of 16.
I'd say 16 is definitely enough to hit.
All right. Throw a handful of dice here. Sneak attack could have been better. That's 7 sneak attack and 6 regular for a total of 13.
13 is exactly what you needed to kill this guy as you drop
Ooh.
down and you just
Nice.
take your knife and stab him in the neck and he slumps out of the chair, instantly dead. And like
Alright.
the chicken walker like does this weird lean back and forth. I need you to roll me a piloting check to see if you can get the controls in order before it falls.
All right. That is a 18.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. You now have control of this ATST, and the room is now quiet.
All right. Go after the fourth brother.
Who are you yelling at to?
The room.
And remember, we always forget this, but we have those intercoms, so we're constantly like chatting to each other that
Yep.
way.
Well, yeah, that's right. I just got my comm link back. So,
Right.
Oh yeah, true.
Jeter, right in front of you is this like control panel. Otherwise, you're like in this break room.
I don't know what looking at that control panel would get me. I need to find the fourth brother, unless there's some kind of security camera like footage that I can see to kind of track where he is. Because
Do you want to check?
Yeah. I'll certainly glance at it to see if there's some way of checking the perimeter of the prison.
You take a look, and there is a security camera. It seems to be like jumping between the jail cells. There are some other buttons that seem to indicate different rooms. You can certainly roll to see if you can figure out how to choose the cameras that are like in different areas.
Well, what do I need to roll?
Let's roll a tech.
18.
18. You
Nice.
like look and you like just find a knob, and as you spin it, it cycles, and you cycle through, and you see a like the security room you guys entered from, and now you spin it, and you see that on the other side of this blast door, the big blast door that was originally behind the chicken walker, on the north side of this room, you see the walkway towards like where the ship was originally landed, and you see the fourth brother walking out on this walkway. There is no ship there.
Sure. Yeah, I'm going to radio this to everyone in my group, and while I'm radioing this information to them, I'm going to pump a med pack into my hip for 2d4 plus 2.
Super. I would also say that with an 18, you notice that there is a way to open this security door. It will take like a full, basically round, so 6 seconds for this door to open. You also see that there is a way to disable the turrets. However, you're going to need to roll for that if you want to do it. It's going to take time, and I'd say a certain check will disable 1, a little higher is 2, 3, 4, and you could just keep trying to disable 1 at a time until you do all of them, or you could just go out.
First thing I want to do is open that. Well, are you saying that if I roll right now, could I take control of these anti-aircraft weapons and just aim them at the fucking fourth brother?
No, I'd say you're able to disable them, but they are automated.
Could he change the targeting?
The first thing, yeah, it sounds like I can't change the targeting.
If you roll me a very high security, I will give it to you.
And by security, you mean technology? Because I don't know. I don't think I have. Security.
I guess that would be technology. I'm talking like DC 25.
Yeah,
and I'll say that you can retarget it.
Really, I think like my realistic first step is I got to open these doors. So I'm just gonna take whatever time I need to open these blast doors that are separating us between the fourth brother. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yep, I'm doing that.
Okay, so you guys all see as this big door slowly opens up. It's a huge door, like we're talking 20 feet tall and about 15 feet wide. It opens up like into the walls. It's like one of those Star Wars doors where they open with the diamond in the middle. And on the other side, you can see the fourth brother, and he's casually walking. Right now, he's about 3/4 of the way through the ramp, like heading towards the edge.
Is the hole Kemergen sized at a certain point?
Yes, absolutely.
Could I jetpack through that after him?
You absolutely can. Go for it. Roll for it.
All right. What is it? Acrobatics?
Or
athletics?
I'd say it's acrobatics. How long have you been using that jetpack?
I've just used it like 2 or 3 times today. So
Okay.
I don't know how
Like in terms
I
of
can't remember if it's...
in terms of
not
it seems like a
when
lot for a jetpack. But...
Yeah, no, I'm just asking if it's time or...
But they were only like certain turns, right? It wasn't like the other time when I went down the shaft.
It has,
no, I'm not.
It has like 10 minutes.
But I mean, you tell me if you don't.
Been a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to get a gauge of how much he's been using it.
Yeah, I mean, tell me if I'm out of fuel. Like you're.
No. I think you've got enough fuel right now. Make this acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Copy that. 18.
I'd say an 18 is enough to get through the door.
Cool. So I go through so I guess this shit-covered, blood-covered murder rabbit.
Yes.
Goes through this metallic sphincter.
You get through the door, the security door.
Screaming.
You can get to about where the walkway becomes the like the big platform. At this point, the door is completely open. All of the turrets turn and face you.
Oh,
and Azulis is now excuse me, the fourth brother. You guys keep calling him Azulis, so it's been confusing me. The fourth brother is now like 15 feet from the edge.
Okay. Can I throw a tech axe at him?
What's your range on a thrown tech axe?
That's a good question. It says 20 out of 60.
Okay, you can throw one at him, but it's going to be at disadvantage.
Okay. All right. I just want to get his attention. Well, a natural 1.
Damn.
Okay, you throw it and it just goes over the edge. And that was your regular tech axe, right?
Yeah, I had 2 regular tech axes, but now I guess I have 1.
Yeah, and your electrifying one is still like in the head of some guy. Is anyone else trying to do anything to stop him?
So what I need to do next, if it's my turn, is to I need to disable.
We're out of initiative.
Okay, yeah.
So.
I mean, I need to disable these anti-aircraft as soon as I see that Kemergen flies out the opening door.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Blair is still very much in initiative, going after the fourth brother in the ATST.
Okay. Why don't you? Are you trying to attack him? I'd say you could get with 50 feet of movement. You can get all the way to the door.
Yeah, if that's close enough to get a good shot at him, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
All right. Here, let me send you the actions.
Ooh, special actions.
Yeah, our first new kind of ship to use.
Man,
Oh, we're
Spencer,
taking that
you've
with
thought
us.
of everything.
Yeah, we'll just strap it to the back of the Lucky Crest.
I
We should
can.
just make.
I'll
Go
be
ahead.
able to get. I'll get into it while we're moving, and then it'll just be like another gun.
Just our what is it? Self-actualized ATST.
Yeah, give it sentience.
Give it
Dude,
sentience.
make it like a big dog. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the regular repeating blaster cannon. I get 2 of those, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and roll those attacks. I got a 17.
A 17 is gonna hit.
All right, and then a natural 20.
Yes!
Wow, nice.
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 I'm gonna take this sucker
So-
out.
Yeah, first attack didn't do too good. That was only 6 damage, energy damage.
Okay.
The crit. God, I need new d6s. 6, 7, 8, 11 damage.
Okay. He looks pretty bad, but not like critically wounded. But he does not turn as you like hit him. His like body's moving with the hits, and he just walks forward. You get one action. F1. Oh no, you're unconscious. So he
Super cool.
keeps walking, and he just walks straight over the edge and drops.
What?
All right.
Does he
Is
at
there
least do a
anything
nice
anyone's
swan
gonna do?
dive like when he goes?
No, he like walks, and it's almost like he was starting to walk over the edge, like starts to turn, and he reaches out his arms as he drops forward.
Hmm.
Hmm.
All right. Well, because we're out of initiative, if I can, I'm going to set the ATST to autopilot to keep walking forward, following that path,
And you're
and
gonna
then I'm
jump
going to
out.
climb out.
I'd say you can easily do that. You figure out how to do that. Is anyone do anything while it walks out?
Jeter is just trying to turn off the turrets that are about to shoot Kemmergan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll the tech.
16.
A 16 will turn off one of them. So the closest one on the left, it lowers into the ground and turns off. I'd say that the other 3 are now going to shoot at Kemmergan unless you're
snap.
trying to return inside.
Could I like jump off the platform after him?
Yeah, are you trying to fly or?
I mean, I've got a jetpack with at least 9 more minutes of fuel, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going after who I think is Azulis.
Okay.
When
Yeah,
I say
you
I
absolutely
mean
can.
who the Kemmergan thinks is Azulis, not necessarily me, the player.
Okay, 3 of these guys are going to attack at you, and they all have multi-attack.
That sounds like a problem, but fuck it.
It certainly is. Okay, so
Yeah.
far, we've got... Does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay, 23 hits, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, I have 3 hits and a natural 20.
Heyo.
So you're going to take some damage.
Let's find out. This is exciting.
You also missed last turn, so you are no longer raging.
Ah,
So you will take full damage.
okay.
22 points of damage as they all shoot at you and hit. Got lucky, I rolled very poorly. I would say that's enough time, though, that on your next turn you're able to like fly down and get out of their sight.
Okay. I still have some life left.
As you do that, I'm sure that at this point the chicken walker also is going to go over the edge. And Jeter, are you trying to turn off any more of these?
Yeah.
Okay, check again.
Okay. Come on, baby, give me a good roll. 19.
Okay, that is still only enough for I'd say two of them. Two of them shut down.
Still doing it.
So there is only
Turning them off.
one remaining. After this, you guys see a TIE fighter with rounded wings, and it shoots straight up in the air. And it takes off away from you guys.
Son of a bitch. Should have fucking stayed in the ATST to blow it out of the sky.
Kemergen, I will give you, if you would like to try and grab onto this tie, I will give you a acrobatics check with a very high check.
You know, I'd also argue there's literally an ATST falling at this fucking ship, so certainly it has some kind of disadvantage to get out of the way of it or something, or no?
Okay, yes, but if an ATST is falling off of a ledge, it's going to move away from the ledge, which I'd argue would make it so it'd be harder for Kemergen to grab onto it. I rolled a piloting check. It did miss the ATST. It got around it. Okay. But I'm still going to have Kemergen roll a high acrobatics check if he wants to grab on.
Okay. And do I still have this point of inspiration I got from last session, or is it just by session by session?
I'll allow it, but normally I prefer if used in the same session.
Okay. Are you sure? Because I don't have to use it.
No, it's fine. Let's do it. It's gonna be cool.
All right. Hopefully. Okay. 15.
15 is not enough. This thing flies right past you.
Damn. Could have been a din. Ended up a dog.
Could have been.
From behind all of this, I'd say that at this point, Jeter, I'm not going to make you roll. You're able to, for the next action, close down the last turret as you figured out how to do this at this point.
Hold on, there's still one turret active when this thing goes up, right?
Yes.
And it doesn't target it.
It does not target it.
Okay.
I'd see that's the only reason why I was shutting them down, because I had a feeling they weren't going to attack him.
And it also doesn't attack the ATST when it walks by.
I think all that Jeter would do, like once it seems like the majority of combat is over, is he just like come trudging outside and meeting up with Azulis, with Valere, and being like, what the bloody hell do we do now? Who was that was attacking us? Because he hadn't even seen this person yet.
That was Azulis. Doff of Azulis.
He's stunned. But also I realize the Kemergen is still in the middle of it. I don't know, he could chase after the ship if he wanted to.
Right. At this point, Brax in orbit. Doff of Azulis is probably going after it, so Brax should probably come pick us up. And I'm gonna keep getting geared up in the meantime.
It was a bloody waste of time.
Behind you guys, you hear like a small voice. It's very raspy and like beat up, and it just like as loud as it can muster, it yells, "Takar! Takar, you left me for dead!" And it's holding up a blaster like towards the the landing and like shaking. And I think that is a good place to end the session.
What? Who the fuck is this, and who's Takar?
Guess we'll
Th-
find out next session.
Does any of the players currently
Was
have
that-
any idea what that means?
No.
Oh, I might. I might.
Okay, so this is someone
Let me
you
see.
might know. It's a shame you're not here. You're either falling or flying on your jetpack. All right.
Hmm.
So great session, guys.
Interesting.
Thanks, buddy.
And
Good session.
Sergio, if you heal me up, I might know also.
Ah, yeah, that's true. I just always
Mhm.
assume that you're lying. So,
That's
Yeah.
that is fair.
all right. Cool.
All right. Thanks, guys. It's been fun. Let's
Till next
see
time.
what happens next week.
Alrighty.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
So let's talk. You guys have other podcasts you work on and shows?
Yeah, I do Mayday roleplay. We stream a lot too, so check that out.
All right. If you want some other Prison Break examples, you can check out Crit Squad at critsquad.com or on any of your podcasting apps. We're also on YouTube. It's still audio only, but you can find it there.
Walking around is where you can find me, maybe on my bicycle. Give me a shout out.
Walking around on bicycles pretty hard. I would say check out MetaZoo Gaming and Play Games with Sebla on Twitch.
Super. And just so everyone's aware, our buddy Bergen is going to be on an extended job where he's not available on Wednesdays, so we're probably going to be switching it up to Mondays for the near future, probably about for a month.
Yeah, we'll
And,
announce it on Twitter and we'll like update the Twitch calendar.
Yeah, and that's about it. May the force be with you.
Cool. Thanks, buddy. Bye.
All right.